Yes, we're giving that to 32. 32.
532, you're assigned to evangelism case in Athens. Can you copy the special time?
Yeah, of course.
Or you're 23.
We're gonna 28. Truck McGarry.
WMDTech has been working hard to make its training more accessible through an online training platform, WMDTech Online. This will be a subscription-based platform that provides access to a library of various courses. I'm going to take you through the platform now so you can experience the exciting potential of online training. So here we are inside WMDTech Online. This right here is the landing page. And you'll notice up here that I'm currently a logged in user. If you're not logged in, you'll see something slightly different, but it'll essentially look the same. Now, a lot of this content is not super relevant to what I want to cover today, so we'll scroll back up here. And you'll notice that we have these master tracks. Master tracks are the way that we have organized the content within the platform. So you see here that we have lockpicking, 3D printing, electronics, precision aim, etc. And if we go up to the menu here under training, we can access those master tracks here as well. Now you'll notice over here that some of the content has not yet been released, and that's because this content will be drip fed throughout the year as the content becomes available. So I'll go ahead and I'll click on Master Tracks, and we're taken to this directory page here. I'll click on Electronics Design and Defeat. And you'll notice that within the master track, content is broken up into these individual courses. So this one here has 17 courses within the Electronics Design and Defeat master track. And the reason we decided to organize it like this is because you'll see here that there's 43 hours of total content within this master track. So by breaking it up like this, it's easier to access specific content or topics, and it's a lot easier to track your progress. So over here on the left-hand side, you'll see the certification test. And this little asterisk here says 17 of 17 course completion required before you take the test. Now, assuming you pass the test, you'll gain access to a certificate of completion for the Electronics Design and Defeat master track. Now, each individual course also has its own certificate of completion, but in order to get the certificate for this master track, you will need to be certified here. Now down here we have this Electronics Design and Defeat supply kit. So each master track has its own set of supplementals for its courses over here. Now this kit, for example, would have breadboards, wires, components, everything you need to train alongside the instructor for these courses. So you can go ahead and add it to your cart or view it in the store. So I'll go ahead and we'll access the Soldering Mastery course here. And we're taken to the Soldering Mastery course page. So you can see here that I have the option to message the instructor, Skip Curtis. I can view my course completion here. You can see that I have this one in progress. If we scroll down, we have these course materials here, so that'll contain any PDFs or images, any supplementals for this training. And if we scroll down, you'll see that content is then broken up into these chapters. So I can go ahead and I can access content individually here, but I'll go ahead and scroll up and just continue where I left off. So now we're within the actual content of the course. So we can take a look at the progress bar here on the left and see that I've completed the introduction up to Chapter 4, Soldering Practical. If I wanted to, I could go back and revisit any of these topics. But in this case, I would just go ahead and watch this video to the end, and then I could continue on to Chapter 5, on through the end of the course, including this quiz at the end, the Soldering Mastery exam. So there's one more thing I want to show you on the platform, and that is the user dashboard up here in the main menu. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you what mine looks like real quick. So you can see that it defaults to this activity feed here. So within the platform, you have the option to connect with other users. You can see that right now there's obviously nobody online, but if I go to my connections here on the left, I can manage anybody that I'm connected to. And then back here on the feed, you'll notice that anybody that I'm connected to, their activity is going to show up on this feed. So I can interact with any of that content however I'd like to, or I can go ahead and update my status, upload documents, anything like that. And back here on the left, you can see I have the option to message anybody within the platform. That includes instructors, and that can be accessed up here as well. Those certificates that I mentioned earlier can be accessed here. You can see that I have my 3D printing certificate, so I'll click on that to show you what that looks like. And then from here I can download, print, whatever I want to do with that. I showed you the connections. Here are my documents. So I showed you those documents on the training course pages. I could download those, manage them here, or upload any of my own files. And then we've got profile and account settings as well. So head over to WMDTech.com to get in on the email list so you don't miss any of the online training updates. Thank you.